Hi guys, guess what? Today we have a special guest on Unplugged with the Jeevans, and we have our dearest mother. Our Amma is here to tell you guys her scary paranormal experience that has personally happened to her that she cannot forget about until today. Our dearest mother.
Hi guys, hi darling. My scariest experience started when I went to Paris. I was so excited because we just got married and he got a posting to Paris. Well, when we reached Paris, the driver fetched us, and on the way to the hotel, the sceneries were so beautiful, guys. Really so beautiful. I've never seen a place like that. Such a beautiful place. Then we reached the hotel, and the hotel looked so scary. Looks like as though in a horror movie how a hotel will look like.
So is it like the old English style or European style?
The old European style. We checked in and we got the second floor. So when we went in the lift, that lift is like the olden days where you close the grill and then the door close.
Oh,
That kind.
that's so scary.
Yeah. And then it was going up with the noise, all kinds of noise, and I'm here like, yo, what kind of lift is this? So we went to the room.
So it felt like not stable, the lift.
Like not stable. You got all kinds of noise coming. So we went to our room. The room was big, but it was dark and eerie feeling, So, but anyway, we had no choice. Went there, and then after that, father had to go to work. The same day he had to start work. And we went downstairs to the lobby, had breakfast, and the croissant was so delicious and tasty.
Croissant.
And then he went to work and I went back to my room. So I sat there alone watching. From the balcony, I can see people walking and I was just looking at.
But how was the room? Was the room like looking scary?
The room was scary.
Was it
was
dark?
It was dark, But I didn't think of anything. It's just that, this is an old
hotel, so the rooms are probably...
Yeah. I asked your father, why they booked this kind of hotel? They could have booked something better, Father said, it's just going to be there for a while. After that, they're going to give us apartment already. So I said, okay, fine. So I was the whole day in the room. Just slept for a while.
So I just wanted to ask you a question. When you first entered the room, did you have like a weird feeling?
Yes, I had a weird feeling.
You didn't take it to heart?
To heart. But then I said, okay, never mind. It's going to be only a few days because that's what your father said. We're going to get an apartment to stay. So I said, fine. Your father came back. Then we went out for dinner. We came back. Then the next day, your father said, why you want to sit in the hotel? Why don't you just go down and walk and see? There's so many shops around. You can go and have a look at all the shops and everything. So I said, okay. So what I did, I went to the shop. In the morning, once he went to work, I went down later on and went around looking at the shops. All were so beautiful. The pastry shops, the fruit shops, everything was so beautiful. So I was looking around, then I went to one shop. I saw slippers and shoes. So I said, okay, get excited a bit. I bought a pair of slippers. Then I came back. So I came back and I was a bit tired. So I said, okay, let me just rest for a while. So I just laid down and then I felt a huge figure, black figure standing beside me. And I cannot open my eyes. It was just holding me so tight and turning me around the bed so many times. And what I did, I just sang all my mantras.
So you felt like the thing was twisting your arm and
turning me around.
You felt like you were moving around like
round and round. And I was saying my mantras. I'm saying Hanuman mantras. I'm saying all my mantras. Then suddenly it stopped. Then I was so frightened. I called your dad, your father. He said, I cannot leave now because I just started my job. So I said, fine. He said, you just sit there, I will come in the evening.
So what time was this when it happened?
It was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
And then he finishes work at what, 5?
6, 7.
7. So by the time he came back it was 7. So 4 hours you're just sitting on the bed.
I'm just sitting on the bed and saying my mantras because I dare not move anywhere. I was so frightened. I told him, when you're coming, I knock 3 times so that I know it's you. Then when I can get up and go and open the door. So
So you
exact.
were just sitting there and then you were like,
I'm so
how were you
frightened.
feeling at that
I was
point?
so dead frightened. I was thinking, what's happening? So I was just sitting there, that 4 hours or 5 hours waiting for your father. And then he came, knocked the door at.
Did he do the three knocks?
Yeah, he did the 3 knocks, and then I got down very fast and opened the door. I said, darling, I'm so frightened. This thing happened. He said, you always imagine things. Your father, lah, he doesn't believe in all these things. I said, it really happened. He said, no, no, you don't worry, nothing happened. You must have just imagined things. I said, but this room is very
Eerie.
eerie, and I'm so frightened. I told him that. But he, him like your father, doesn't believe in all these things. The next day, my arm was blue black
Oh.
and it was so painful. Then I showed him, you see my arm. The thing holds me so tight until you see how blue black it is. If I say you must have hit somewhere.
Were
I
you
said,
shopping?
where would I hit? I was sitting on the bed waiting for you
For
to
four
come back. For
hours?
4 hours waiting for you to come back. And here you telling me I hit somewhere. And that blue black was very painful. Then we moved to the apartment. Thought I am safe. But it didn't stop there. As soon as your father left to work, that figure will come and stand in front of the bedroom door.
But you're in the bedroom.
In the bedroom sleeping in the morning because it's so early in the morning.
Yeah.
So like I'm sleeping but I'm not sleeping, like
Like
that.
just lights.
Light sleep.
Yeah.
And I can feel the thing standing at the door, my bedroom
So it
door,
always stands by the door.
by the door. And then I was like, what is this, man, disturbing me so much? So I had to call my father in Malaysia and tell him this whole story. So my father did what? He did prayers and sent me all the prayer stuff and the string and everything.
Did it help?
I don't think so it helped, but somehow we managed to find a priest to come and help me to do the prayers in the house, and that also didn't help. This thing was very strong, I think so.
Really?
Really very strong.
Oh, so you did a prayer in the new apartment that you
Yeah.
moved into?
Yes,
So you did like a house prayer?
house prayer so that nothing comes.
And nothing happened?
Nothing happened because this spirit was very,
Was it
very
like attached to you or something?
like it's attached to me. It loves like as though it loved me.
How do you like come to that conclusion that it loves
Because
you?
it wants to make love to me.
What?
Yeah, really. This is a real scary thing. But I told everybody, some of them didn't believe, but this is what happened. It was trying to make love to me.
Oh
So
my god, but how do you like feel that kind of.
it's so frightening. Alone in the house.
So do you feel like it touches you
It's
or.
coming and touching me, you
Oh,
see.
it's coming and touching
Yeah.
you like it touches your hair or
Yeah,
what?
it's touched my body.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When you just close your eyes, when it
Yeah.
comes and stands in front of the door,
Yeah.
then it comes towards you after
Towards me
the.
after that.
Oh.
And then trying to do something to me. And I told this to my husband. As usual, your father never believes me. So I said, okay, fine, never mind. But I start doing my own prayers. Then one day, I was sleeping. It came to me like my mother, in the
Does it
form of my mom.
does it come every day?
Most of the time, it came in the form of my mom. And then it's waking me up. It said, Kogila, Kogila, get up, come to this window, stand here.
Sounds like your mother.
Exactly like my mother. But I know it's not my mom. I said, I'm not coming, Amma. Just leave me alone. I just pushed it away because I know it's not her. You see, it's asking me to come near the window and jump down and kill myself.
Oh.
And then I said, no, Amma, I'm not coming. You go. I said like that. But I didn't know at that time that my mom passed away. That was a very sad incident, which till today I cannot take it, because I love my mom so much. And I always think I must go back before, she was sick, but I couldn't go in time. But I went for the funeral, I was very sad that I had to take a flight, 16 hours flight to go back home to go for a funeral. But that was a bit sad, but you know what to do. If you would have seen your grandmother, you would have been very happy. She's such a loving person.
When you went after you coming back from your mother's funeral and everything, was the thing still there in the house
I
after coming back? So before you left, it was still there because
Yeah.
it was like your mother coming and waking you up. So after you went back, was the thing still there?
It was still there.
It was still disturbing you.
Yeah. Then I asked it, why are you disturbing
So
me?
you got to a point where you got really agitated and angry,
So I
because
asked,
it's constantly disturbing
me.
you.
So I asked, why are you disturbing? What do you want? It said, I want your life. Then I got very frightened.
So, like, how it spoke to you?
It spoke to me.
That was the first time you heard it speaking.
Because I was angry and shouting at it. Why are you
Was your
disturbing?
eyes open or closed? At
Like it's closed, like half
that light sleep, during that light sleep. Okay.
Why are you disturbing me? What do you want from me?
But then when you were in that light sleep, right, you cannot move your body, isn't
I
it?
cannot move my
So
body.
how did you speak?
I felt like I could speak
Okay, at that moment.
and shouting at that spirit. And it was a man, you know.
So it had like a male voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to take your life. Then I said, how dare you say you want to take my life? Who are you to take my life? So I'm fighting with it.
And then
Then
how
after
did it
that,
respond?
it disappeared, and I was a bit relaxed. Then by then, the embassy has already bought a new apartment, so for us to shift there. So we went to the new apartment, and then after that, this thing didn't follow me back.
So do you feel like maybe that conversation you had, like, why are you disturbing me, or like, how dare you take my life? You know, who are you? Do you think that would have like made it back off?
It could have been, but
Because you said all the prayers didn't
yeah,
work.
because then I was doing my own prayers also, you know.
So how long did it disturb you for? Like from the time you went to Paris, was it like a couple of
Around
months or
a couple of
or
months.
a year?
A couple of months.
So about
'Cause
2 months, 3 months,
3 months. Then I came back.
and then you got to the new apartment.
So I got to
Okay.
the new apartment, and I was happy there. It was a beautiful place.
So it stopped disturbing you.
It stopped
Nothing followed.
disturbing me, and nothing followed me.
So after that was all fine.
Perfectly fine, and I was happy.
So that was a really scary experience.
Yes.
I can't imagine what you would have been going through at that point in time. But you also have like another couple of experiences.
Yes.
Would you like to share with us another experience that you've had?
Definitely. This was in Jakarta. So my cousin came down for a holiday, and she stayed in the children's playroom. Then the next day she said, Kogilakai, I must tell you something. I said, what? Then she said, you know, I was sleeping, and then on the table I had some coins and something. From there the coins started moving and dropping down and had noise, and I felt very frightened. I felt like somebody was standing and watching me. Then I said, huh? Really? She said, yeah. I said, I have never felt like that before. She said, really, there's something in this room. Sharanya, you also had a similar experience. Why don't you tell them what happened?
So, guys, this is what happened to me, and I was only 2 years old, right?
Yes.
So, I was 2 years old. This is after Paris. After
Yes.
coming back from Paris, we went to Jakarta. So, when I was 2 years old, don't ask me why I remember, what happened at 2 years old, because that was as traumatic for a 2-year-old child to go through. I wanted to go to the bathroom, and my mother was busy in the kitchen. So she told my dad, okay, can you take Sharanya to the bathroom? So I went to the bathroom with my dad, but my dad forgot I was inside the bathroom, and he left and he went back outside. So I was pretending I'm an adult and reading a newspaper, and there's like a bathtub on the side. So there's the toilet, and then there's the bathtub and a shower curtain. So when I looked to my right, there was a little bit of a gap in that shower curtain where you can see the bathtub, the tap, as well as the black bath stopper. So what happened was, I saw a long, like literally a long red fingernail touching the bathtub plug.
You're telling me I feel so frightened.
Really?
Yeah.
it was touching that, and then I screamed. And as soon as I screamed, my mother was in the kitchen. She was like, "You shouted, right?" You're like,
Atan,
"Yeah."
you're supposed to be in the bathroom watching her. What are you doing here? She's screaming. So we both ran towards her. She was like in a shock.
I was like in a shock, and I was telling Amma, "There's something behind the curtain. There's something behind the curtain." And then she was like, she was going to open it, and then I was like, "No, no, no! Don't open the curtain, Amma! Don't open the curtain.
There's a long red
There's a
fingernail.
long red fingernail." And then she opened the curtain, but there was nothing there. And
Yeah.
then you called some people to come and check and everything, right?
So we did what? Your father told the office, and then they said they'll call some people to come and do some prayers, because before that, the master bedroom, no one used that whole room
So
at
the
all.
previous people never used
Never
it.
used that room at all.
So maybe there was something there already previously, so they didn't use the room.
So maybe they knew something was there, so they didn't use the room. So when we went and this thing happened, it was so frightening, I tell you. They had to bring some bomo, cook some food, and prayed in the room.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then they say something and chasing the evil thing out of the bathroom, and don't know what kind of things they were doing. And I was very frightened. After that, to go to the room to sleep also, I was so frightened.
Is this why when I was a kid, you only let Sudarshan, the domestic worker, will take him to the playground in the afternoon, and you always make me sleep with you? And then remember, I used to sneak out and crawl under by the bed there so that I can go to the playground.
Yes.
Is that why you make me sleep all the time?
I always because I was frightened.
You're
Because
frightened.
when I'm alone in the room, I always can hear in the hall like some shillings dropping down. Then I'm thinking, who's that? I'm in the bedroom. I heard some coins dropping, Then I thought the maids are here. I got up and I went to check. No one. Then I was thinking, from where I'm hearing this noise. So I came back to the room and I was doing my work, and I was folding the clothes and cleaning up the room and everything. And that experience was so terrible, especially Indonesia.
Because at the same time, so these like apartments are only for the people that are working in the Singapore embassy, and their families are staying in these apartments. But at the same time, do you remember Naina used to say that obviously was actually built on like a cemetery or something?
I think
And they
so.
used to have like a lot of experiences inside the office itself. Someone used to smell jasmine, smell like the flower,
A lot of things were
right?
happening
And then
there.
like certain like someone watching them, following them, laughing. Remember, he used to say,
Because he will work late night work.
but he doesn't experience it, like someone else experiences
Because
it.
the ghosts, I think the spirits doesn't come and disturb him. I
They're
don't know
scared of
why
it.
they don't.
My dad has never experienced
Never.
anything either myself, my brother, or my mother have ever experienced. He's not experienced anything. He thinks ghosts don't exist. So, at the same time, there was one more thing that, remember, I don't know if you remember this, the same area. So, remember, I went down to play, and then usually I'll see, like, okay, it's sunset, it's getting dark. That's when I'll come back home, because obviously at that age, I don't know how to read the time, right?
Yeah.
So, do you know, like, downstairs, there's this this palm tree there?
Yes.
I don't know what tree it is, but it used to bear like this red berries, like that fruit. I think you can see it in certain places. So what happened was, I was walking back and alone. I mean, I go down alone, I come back alone. So
where was the mates?
I don't know. They're probably at home now, because they'll take Sudarshan down, and then after that they'll go back with him. But I will still be playing, and then after that only I'll come back by myself. I'm a lone ranger. So as I was walking back to the apartment, I heard I saw this berry thing fall like right in front of me. So I went and I picked it up, and then I looked up like into the tree, and I saw this black figure with red lips sitting on the tree and like laughing.
You didn't tell me.
And had like white teeth, laughing, ha ha ha, like on the tree. I told you that. Oh my god, my hands, the hair standing on my hand. When I was telling you that.
Were you telling me that?
I think so, because after I picked that thing up, remember, my whole body was so itchy, and I didn't like squeeze it or anything. I literally just picked it up and looked up at the tree, and then suddenly my whole body was itching, remember?
I can't remember.
So when I saw that figure, it was sitting on the tree, like, just like
I
sitting
think
like
I
that.
remember now.
Yeah, and it was like laughing at me with like red lips and looking at me and like having that berries in the hand, And then I quickly ran upstairs because my whole body started itching. And then remember you and like two of our other domestic workers were like scrubbing me in the bathroom. Remember I was telling you, you're like, what's going on, Charania? What's going on? And you're scrubbing me. But obviously, I think at that age, you don't really know how to explain these kind of things. And you're scrubbing me and everything. After a while only, that thing went off. Like, I think after when you're doing the prayers in the evening. I think at that time, or I think you put tinuru on me or something. And then only that itchiness went off.
Scary, man.
Yeah, and like maybe because I was at that age, young children can see things.
Yes.
So probably at that age, and this was after the experience in the bathroom. So it could have followed me, those kind of things where it's like, sitting there. You don't know what it can be. Yeah.
Because you saw the fingernail.
I saw the red fingernail, and the thing sitting on top of the tree also was like somewhat similar with that long
my body
fingernail.
also feels so one kind.
Like one of the traumatic experiences that I had as a 2-year-old, and to still remember like that every single detail of that at 2 years. Like who would remember, right?
That's right.
It's yeah.
These are something so scary.
It's really scary. It like traumatized me as a child, But then after that, I think I was fine because I think you're able to just like forget, and maybe you don't really relate to it that much. Yeah. So I think we've had quite the experience when it comes to paranormal activities happening to us. But at the same time, there's one more experience that I think you've also heard about it. It happened in our family.
Yes.
And a lot of us have experienced it in different timelines, So this is when we were back from South Africa and we're staying in my grandfather's house. So what happened was the three of us used to sleep in the second bedroom, and there's an attached bathroom with the third bedroom. So while we were sleeping one night, my brother and I, usually we hear these things. Suddenly we heard ching, 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 and this is like the anklet, Bharatanatyam dancer anklets. So it's like thick and it has a lot of bells. So
where was it coming from?
So it was coming somewhere from upstairs itself. We were upstairs, and the flooring in my grandfather's house is parquet flooring. So even the steps are parquet. So as the thing was going downstairs, the bells, was hitting the parquet floor. You can actually hear it hitting the parquet floor. And the bedroom we were sleeping at, the door is right next to the staircase. So you can hear it really clearly. And it goes downstairs and then it comes back up again. And we were like really frightened. So the second night that this happened, what we did was,
you were looking below
my brother and I and my mom, and we called my uncle who was in the third bedroom. We called him. He said, come, just listen to this. And we could, all four of us heard the sound of this kolese going down the stairs and then coming back up. And we looked below and we can see like a shadow, but we don't dare open the door. So that was our experience. And the next morning, I asked my grandfather, I was like, Tata, have you ever heard like this kolese satham going down the stairs and coming back up? He's like, no, there's no such thing. And he didn't want us to get scared. And I was like, are you sure? Then he's like, actually, your grandmother used to tell me this. And I was like, oh, wow. She used to hear the same things we heard. And she used to tell my grandfather about it. But he never believed her. I think he's like another Naina who doesn't experience anything. But my uncles, though, they have actually said that they've experienced it while they all were like sleeping in the hall. Like all that sleepover at your cousin's house. Like, they're sleeping, and one of my uncles actually saw, like he heard the sound of the kolisa coming
Yes, correct.
like around the TV area in the living room, and he just opened his eyes a little bit and he saw a figure, and it had like long black hair, and he was walking. So it's like, it goes like from he said it comes from the prayer room, like it opens the curtain and you can hear the curtain opens, and it comes down and then it will go back up. So my grandfather was like, no, just think of it as like a protector. But then we didn't really know what it is, but I think I know what it is. Do you know what it is? I think it starts with an M. Can't say the word.
Oh,
You know what it is, right?
I think so.
M-O-H-I.
Oh, okay.
I will leave the word here for you guys to see.
I'm also feeling like very uneasy.
Why?
Shall we tell the experience in Singapore? In our
Singapore.
place?
Oh, that one we need Jeevan number 2 to be here to tell that story.
Because he experienced it.
Because we both experienced it
That was
the
really
worst. Because he brought it back to the
into
house.
the house.
He brought it. My brother, the genius,
He will
brought
tell
back
you.
the spirit to the house. So he has to tell you that story. So I guess, guys, that is the scary stories from my amma. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let us know if you guys have any scary stories you want to tell us about, then comment down below, or you can DM us too, and we can do maybe another segment where we read out your ghost stories. Right?
Yes.
You think that'll be fun?
That'll be
really good.
good.
Yeah. So thank you guys for
Thank you
watching.
guys
I
for
hope you
watching.
enjoyed this segment with my mother dearest here. So take care. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.